Okay, good afternoon. My name is Ichi. I'm from Robotic Night class, semester 6. Today we explain my project, which is classification with machine learning pipeline. Okay, this video will explain about my program code. With this is a machine learning project for recognizing handwritten letter using the MNIST dataset. As you can see, this project has all give feature extraction, also SVM classifier. Okay, this is the project overview. This is the dataset also, and the task is the dataset format, and that is the step which consists of data preparation, feature extraction, classification, and also evaluation. Okay, let's jump into the program, the ready-made. This one. Okay. From the top, first we will loading all the library that we need. Actually, this is not this one. Sorry. Let me upload it first. Wait, sorry, my phone, my bad. Okay, first we will upload the library first. All the for the prepared dataset we upload all the library that we need from pandas, numpy, matplotlib, till scikit-learn. Next we read the dataset. In Google Colab you must upload the dataset manually. After that, I will checking the shape. Then I do the sample, like how the task is asking us to do a sample. Let's separate the labels and the feature. Change label from 1 to 26 into A till Z. Okay, actually it's measures a size of 28 times 28 pixel, and the label is ranged from 1 to 26. So that's why I check it to the representing letter A to Z. Next, we convert this numeric label into actual letter using the ASCII code. So actually, to reduce the training time and balance the dataset, I only use 100 sample for each letter, so there will be 2600 dataset or sample. Next, I'm trying to visualize the letter and I visualize the letter from A to Z. Each sample is 5. As you can see, this is the sample for each letter. You can increase the sample if you want, just check this part of program, sample per letter. Okay, sorry, there's pause. What I said again? Oh yeah, there has only to program. There is some parameter which is orientation, pixel per cell, and pixel per block. Orientation is we divide the angle of space into. This is I choose for 12. The pixel per cell is where we compute histogram or how much pixel that is have per cell that will be computed by the histogram. Next, we normalize the cells per block to 3.3. Okay, after that we do the normalize. Next, I'm building the model. I'm choosing the model of SVM because we are asked to use that model. Yes, this code is for training the SVM. I use support virtual machine for classification because it's powerful for high-dimensional data like so difficult. But also it's because the task asking me to use that tool. To find the best model, I apply grid search CV with 3-fold cross validation. And the parameter for the grid is C, when the regulation parameter that control margin size from 0.11 till 10, and gamma, which is defines how far the influence of a single training example is. Next is kernel, the radial basis function kernel, which is effective for nonlinear problem. So this we choose the MPF linear. So after that the SVM research we choose the base parameter. Printcap base parameter. Base parameter is C10, gamma scale, and kernel MPF. Next is the evaluation model. After training the model, I evaluated it using this metric, which is accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 score. And the score is actually normal, I think. Not that quite good, but it's okay because the data size is only 100% per letter. So the sample is too small for making a great equation. Because I'm already trying to using I tried to double the sample and the result is good, and the result is better score. You can see this, and so the problem is the amount of the data set. I think no, this one. This one. Okay. What help? What don't help? As you can see. Yeah, treatment larger. Why this? Okay, you can see the equation is skyrocket to 0.85 because the dataset I'm doubling the amount of dataset to 200. So the problem with the equation is only 0.81 because the amount of the sample for each letter is too small, or the whole sample is too small. So only 200. Yeah. So the problem is with the amount of data set or sample, not the problem is the amount of sample, not the method I use. Actually, if we can use other method model learning, it will increase the accuracy too, like maybe random forest or other. But I never tried it. So it's just next the conventional matrix. This is the conventional matrix for my model. Yeah, there's some you can see because the score is only 0.x, so there's not accurate. It's quite accurate. 80% is quite accurate, but you can see there's some mispredict. And the number 6 is predicting as X16. Number 25 is predicted, and number 8 is predicted as 25. Then the highest score is 20 from 25. Yeah, before I think. Yeah, so the highest is 20 and the lowest is 9. For the number, I think for the number 6, yeah. That's what the sample is. Random. Yeah, it's okay, I think. You can see the miss prediction, not very much. Appropriate with the accuracy score, which is 80%. Next, I do the LOCV, leave one out cross validation, or LOCV. This method tries the model on all data except one sample and repeats this for each sample. This is very quite accurate because it uses almost all data for training in every iteration, but it's also very computationally expensive. So that's why I only use 110 sample, which is 30 per letter, because I only try to using 100, same as the model learning, but it takes too much time. I even didn't finish it. For this time, I think it took 40 minutes or more. Yeah. After that, we train again.